Hello and welcome to episode number 28 of the Two Bros podcast. I'm Adam.
Hey, and I'm Joe.
And we're back, and this week we're gonna talk about maybe doing a cover song, see if we can come to an agreement, at least have a discussion on it, and then we're gonna do music news and turn it up. Joe, you want to hint out who we're doing for Turn It Up this week, since it's your week?
Yeah, it's right behind me. My big fat
head. Yeah. This is for there you go. For Pride Month, we're doing AC/DC. There you go, right there.
Dude. There it goes. Whoa.
Well, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, no. Say something?
Hello?
Okay, it's working. It just popped in.
Dude. And it's
I guess you didn't pay the... Yeah, because I put the gain way up.
Yeah.
Let me turn it down a little bit. We're doing this on the fly.
Every week we have problems with Joe's equipment.
No.
Yeah.
This is your side now.
Yeah.
Because you were hearing me. I couldn't hear you.
Hey, do you have that fan on?
Yeah.
Now I'm hearing that. Every time you talk, it goes... This is how pros do it right here. This bullshit.
Well, that's why I asked you before we started.
Well, I didn't hear it before. Now all of a sudden shit went crazy. So we turned the phone off?
Yeah.
So if you notice, Joe pulled out his earbuds because we were talking also on the phone.
This is every week's it.
It's
so we left the same shit set up the way we did it last time. Well, it wasn't last week we were supposed to do it, but Father's Day you went to go see Dad. So we skipped a week kind of. But I haven't touched my equipment since. So came back in, turned everything on, and you were getting me, but I couldn't hear you. So that's why I had to call you with the earbuds so I can hear what you were saying.
Yeah, like you're loud. How high do you have that fan? Or do you have the ceiling fan on?
I just turned it on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all I hear is...
Wait a minute.
This week we're doing some behind the scenes. This is the bullshit we do every week.
It's off.
Well, then I think you just have your gain up a little too loud. Just bring that down a hair.
Wait a minute, because this fucking thing, it doesn't have a knob to see which speed it's on.
Yeah.
So I got to hit it a couple of times till it fucking stops. And it keeps getting faster. It's like, oh. Okay, I think that was it.
So far, this has the jankiest start of all of them.
Well, we could start over.
No,
we
this
could just delete
this
this and then just start
This
over.
is the bullshit we do every week. We go through this.
Every week.
So bring down your gain there just a hair. Because...
How's that?
Nah, I think your gate is doing... I don't know. Fuck it.
Let's see.
The sound is...
No, do it on the Focusrite. See, and I didn't move the gain from last week either. That's why when you said you couldn't hear me, I was like, or it was low. That's why I went and turned it up right now before we started. But now everything popped in because I got the little message said. So.
What the hell? Then that's this piece of shit program. We're gonna
start
doing
Zoom,
this on Zoom. This is Zoom.
Well, we were doing Zoom. We started with Zoom, and it was pretty solid until a couple episodes ago when we noticed it's a 40-minute. They're giving us a 40-minute time because we don't pay for it. We got the free version.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing the last couple episodes because we go a little over an hour. We run the first session and we stop. Then he sets up a new session and then we continue with the podcast.
We start again. And this is the third one we did today. We started up the
because
third time.
We were like 15 minutes in the first one because we were having trouble.
Yeah. So... All right, well, this is how it goes.
We'll start looking for a new thing.
Yeah, we got to fix this and get this sound going.
Either I guess we pay or we just get another free one.
Pay? Why? There's like fucking 3 people watching.
We could sell fucking oranges on the freeway.
Hey, it's like Tony Montana. If you need me, I'll go back to the fucking streets, man. You want me to sell a kilo here, a kilo there?
A sack here, a sack
You need
there.
me to pick a couple trees? I go back to it. I work for you. I make sure we get the monies. Yeah. And So, all right. So, I come up with this idea during the week. It hits me.
Oh, wait. Before we get into it, right? Because I know we're going to get into it. Real quick, just to catch up, I ordered a new amp cover for my new amp. So that'll be coming next week. And there was one thing I wanted to share with you guys is I am really turning into my dad. I know I'm going to have Alzheimer's. I swear, I know I am.
Oh, yeah.
I went after work. Thursday's my Friday. So after work Thursday, there's my bank. There's a branch right by my work down the street. So I went down there and I'll get some cash out for the weekend. So I went to the bank and drove in through the ATM. I put my card in and shit. It asked me for my PIN. So I go up there and I punch in the number. And then it flashes on the screen, incorrect PIN.
Took the wrong number.
What the fuck? So I punched it in again. I did the incorrect number. I was like, fuck, what the fuck? So then I kind of started panicking. I know that's my PIN. What the fuck? So anyway, then I looked at my phone because I have it on my phone, saved in my locker thing. And but it had my old PIN. And I go, no, I know that one's not right. I know I changed it since then because, change it every year. And so I was like, fuck, I didn't write down the new one. But so I had that. I was sitting there at the ATM, and then another car pulled in behind. They're waiting.
They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
So I was like, fuck it. So I pulled out, and I was like, well, I guess I ain't going to get no cash. But it was like scaring me because I can't fucking remember my PIN. And so then on the way home, I was like, I think I have it saved in my file cabinet with my bank records because usually I just shred that. But I think for some reason in my head,
damn,
this is like the bad guy. And I had a bad guy thought, and I was like, I better save this because I might need it later. And so luckily I got home and I checked the file cabinet, and boom, I had the original piece of paper when they sent me with the PIN number. And I was like, and then when I read it, I go, oh, that's it. So I was putting it in backwards. So I'm dyslexic.
Oh, damn. And meanwhile, you're yelling at the machine.
Where's my money, bitch?
That's the fucking number.
Mexican Americans!
Goes to the ATM, forgets his PIN number, he puts it backwards.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly. And the guy behind you's like, are you fucking kidding me, this guy?
There's a guy who's every fucking time I get in line, there's somebody like
this fucking guy. I think we're gonna call cops. I think that dude stole somebody's fucking car. He's trying to just punch random numbers in.
And so I did it 3 times, and I just drove off because I was like, "Fuck it." I think because after a certain amount of times, don't they just lock you out?
They'll lock your car and they'll shut your car down.
Yeah. So I thought about that too. So I was like, "Oh, all right, fuck it. It's just I don't need the money that bad. I got the." But then I started thinking, well, when I go grocery shopping and shit, I use my card, and then I put the PIN. I need the PIN. Fuck.
No, you go grocery shop, just use it as a credit card. Ass.
So, I was in panic mode because I'm fucking Alzheimer's. Early onset. And, dude, I couldn't remember. I was like, what the fuck? I knew some of the number. I was seeing some of the number, but I just didn't know the order. I just, I blanked.
Oh, damn.
And, so, yeah.
Damn.
I don't have too much time left.
Yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting very bad then.
So that had never happened to me before. So I'm going to be 54 next month. So yeah, it's happening.
Oh man,
the change.
Yeah, losing it. You're losing it. Well, hey, yeah.
No, and I was telling the machine, no, let's do the math.
You know what though? It's weird because sometimes I'll have that certain websites. It'll say, boom, you're not in. I go type in my password, and it's like, nope, it rejects it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I have fucking place where I keep it. I'm like, no, that's the fucking password.
Yeah,
and then,
nope, sorry.
You do it the next day, and it's fine. It's just, fucking things just glitch.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, when I log into my computer here at home, does yours do that sometimes? You put the password in, and it shakes you off. It just, it shakes it. No.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And you have to do it again. Sometimes my computer, I guess it does that. Right now, we're just meowing around. We're complaining. Welcome to the Two Bitching Bros podcast. We just complain about our fucking problems and our dumb minds.
Yep.
Well, anyways, let's go ahead and complain and argue now.
All right.
About a cover tune.
So you told your idea.
Well,
right?
no. Well, my origin was okay, look. Here's what the original to my origin. The original idea I was thinking is, you know, it's one, you don't have to spend the time writing, because writing takes a while when you got to work out your parts and, is that good? Is that good enough? Does this serve the song? Now you just go in there and track your parts because you know the song. And you can add your twist to it. But so I'm thinking, that'll give us another song for content. And two, it might make somebody come across that song because it's a cover, and then they start to listen to other songs we do. So I figured, it's a win-win. But then,
or they say this is ass.
yeah, that too. And it just sinks the ship. But the ship's already sinking.
Yeah, because my conflict with that is this like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, now yeah,
you see it now.
This is new.
Yeah. So time is limited. But we're both busy with our day jobs. So it's like the little time that we have, I'd rather work on original tunes. But I see your point there that you made.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just my point. It's like, well, if we're going to use some of that time up now to do a cover, then it's like, I don't know.
So, yeah. So it's basically up in the air. Because I thought you were going to say, yeah, that's cool. Because you had mentioned in the past about doing a cover, like, I think Corrosion and Conformity you'd mentioned, Albatross. That'd be cool to cover. And then now I bring it up and you're like, no.
Well, no, because I was just thinking how long it's taking us to put out a song. Like, it's taking us a couple months to do one song.
Yeah, because
so
of writing.
If we had to stop to do a cover, you know what I mean? That's like a month that puts out of, say it takes us just a month to get the tracks back and forth and then get the, you know what I mean? Then we're like a month behind of what we normally would be if we're still writing original.
But that would be a second song by Labor Day.
Can we distribute that?
Yeah. DistroKid will license, and they'll do that for what do you call it? Covers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they cover. They do all that and get it's okay to do because we record it. We're the artist. We're not using anybody else's material.
Yeah.
The song, and then we put, of course, in the credits, the writers of the song, they get credits. I mean, worst case scenario, if there's the royalties might go to the original artist. Okay, who cares?
We ain't getting no.
We ain't getting no royalties. We're lucky if 10 people in the world.
If they're waiting on that,
yeah. Hey, give me my fucking money.
Blood out of a rock there.
Where's my money, bitch?
We're working on it. We're collecting cans.
We got the can.
Old dive bar in fucking Concord, California.
Yeah, we're gonna play some dive bars in Concord, California. Fuck.
We get your money. We get your money.
I get you your money.
Did you get the Consuela fucking soundbite?
Oh, I knew I forgot to do something. I was working on it the week before. Damn it.
That would have been good for this
No,
one.
I don't.
No money.
No. You guys don't do cover song. You suck cover song.
So, all right. So you said like pick three. Just we're talking.
Yeah, like you do three, and I'll do three.
What I did was I tried to do this logically. I picked a song from the 70s, one from the 80s, and one from the 90s. Figured kind of like, mesh it around. So my three are in the 70s. I got a Zeppelin one because I'm a big Bonham fan.
Crusty.
Communication Breakdown. Well, it's the 70s. Communication Breakdown.
So Zeppelin, Communication Breakdown, okay.
Yeah, and then in the 80s, I got, Metallica. And then I just picked a simple one and it's really, they did a cover of it, Am I Evil?
Oh, that's a cover of a cover. That's actually, isn't that Diamond Head?
Yeah.
Metallica.
So then we get a bunch of guys asking for their fucking money. And then for the 90s, you blew it, Corrosion and Conformity.
Oh,
Albatross.
Corrosion, okay.
I've said that one before.
COC, Albatross. I like that one, though. Well, you took one of mine because I was going to say that. And then I'm more 90s, though. And then I was singing Prong.
Prong's good.
Snap your fingers, snap your neck.
Because I love that guitar tone.
Yeah.
That's the tone I want.
Well, you pretty much can get it with the head you got. You just got to just dial it in with those settings I gave you.
It's got to spin more time.
Yeah. So, and then, so what's that? Is that two? Because Albatross.
Albatross, we agreed, and then Prong.
Yeah.
Which I would agree with that one though too. Cause
See, there's two, man. In the next year, we could bust those out. So Prong, and then the other one I was thinking of Roots by Sepultura.
Bloody Roots.
Roots, bloody roots. Or I'm always singing boots, muddy boots, boots, muddy boots.
Yeah. Then that would make it original.
They were just Weird Al. We just started doing that. Let's just start making songs and Weird Al Yankovic them. You do like,
Instead of that tribal beat, we'll switch it to like a rain dance kind of music, you know.
there you go. Hi, hey, can't be saying cultural appropriation. We got Indians in there in our family bloodline somewhere.
Yeah. We got Papago.
Yeah, Papa Go. Watch
Arizona.
Papa Go.
And yeah, well, I'm in the Southwest, so we got the Navajo over here with the rain dances and shit.
Yeah.
So that would be a salute to them.
But yeah, no, it's. So are you kind of coming around to the idea, or?
Yeah, I'm coming around if I can remember. Because, if you want to, we could try it. I mean, you know. You thought there was going to be more conflict.
I figured there would be, because you know what? Anytime in all the bands I've been in and people I've jammed with, anytime we say let's do a cover, everybody comes in with all their ideas and we can't ever agree. Yeah, because it's like there's this school of thought like, hey, let's do a song like Metallica, Am I Evil? Let's do a song that's obscure that we love, that influenced us, and then we put it out. Problem with that, though, is people think it's your original song because they don't know.
That's what they thought with Metallica.
Yeah, that's what Metallica cover songs, and they were fucking. People were thinking it's Metallica songs. So then the other school of thought, which is more where I come from, is that if you do something that's more popular that people know, then maybe you can get them to listen to that, and then maybe start checking out your other shit. So it drives traffic.
Yeah.
So.
See, I didn't look at that angle. Yeah. I was just looking that I'm fucking old and I got much time left.
That's true too. Yes,
you know,
it's more time you'd have to put into this.
And then it's not so much, you know, I mean, that I'm old. I mean, I'm going to be in my mid-50s, but it's just that the time that we have to work on this kind of shit is limited. So
yeah,
that, you know, the time constraints of that was my
concern. And I agree with that, because trust me, I got the heavy lifting on this. I'm the one that has to mix it. I'm the one that has to
edit it.
You know, for a cover, all you're going to do is give me your drum tracks, your MIDI tracks, and then I have to edit it, mix it, track the guitars, the bass, the vocals.
Yeah, but the problems we've been having lately when I do that, because that sounds simpler than it has been.
It does sound simpler than it is.
You know,
then we get our other hiccup, because, well, at least you figured out the tempo thing. At least we're getting there.
Well, I thought we did, and then today you said that with the current song that we're working on, you said it wasn't lining up.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. It's just, it's sending stuff over. There's a learning process to everything, and the way we're doing this.
But I wonder if it's because, like, it's in sending the file, but it's MIDI, so from one DAW to the other, it shouldn't be that shouldn't be cause a problem.
Yeah. Before, what was causing the problem is because it would use Logic, correct?
Yeah, I use Logic.
So Logic does this thing where it can do auto tempo, and it was putting it down to decimal point ... tempo, which is bullshit, because when I'm working off a click in Pro Tools, it's like, hey, just set it to this. So you found the thing where it says, I think, keep is the setting.
So what you put it at.
What you put it at. So it doesn't do that auto shit. So we thought that was just a problem, but I don't know. You know, maybe there was when I sent it over and imported it, I did not do it with the click thing. I said don't import click tempo or track tempo, because the track here is already set to 160. So I don't know why it was doing that, but I'll see what I can find, and then I can back to you on that. But yeah, so we have these problems all with everything. Maybe it's not the technology. Maybe it's the two assholes fucking using the technology.
It's the operators.
Yeah, operator error. This fucking.
That's what we say at work because I'm a machinist. So when we get like a new guy, we're training and shit. They're like, I can't figure this out. This machine's not working. That's not the machine. It's the operator.
It's the jackass pushing the buttons. Yeah.
So,
All right, so then we agree on Albatross and Prong. Which one would you like to do more?
yeah, well, let's do Prong.
Okay.
I forgot about Prong.
See? All right.
If we're gonna do one.
Yeah. We fucking agreed on it. Dude,
But
that's
first,
amazing.
I say that first. Well, of course, we finished this new.
We
song
finished
first.
this one, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, well, because you're still writing lyrics. So once you get that done, then you could just start working on Prong.
This one on the Prong. What did we say? Which one? Prong?
Snap your fingers, right?
Okay,
Dun, dun,
yeah.
dun. Yeah,
Yeah.
snap your fingers, snap your neck.
Dun,
Dun, dun, dun. So,
Boots, bloody boots.
all right.
So, all right. So we'll do that then. And you know what? I don't got my pen. I'll remember.
Yeah, I got it
Right.
written down. So
Yeah.
that's our thing, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So, all right, there you have it, folks. We're working on the new song, and we get that done, and then we're working on Prong. So hopefully, you have them both done. Or you have it by Labor Day. So that's
Yeah.
still
Then
gives us, like, 2
then we
months.
can be using like the Prong in our podcast and shit or whatever.
Yeah,
Or
if once we track it, it's our license.
yeah.
And I remember when looking into all this stuff, like who to go to for releasing stuff like that, DistroKid says, yeah, for cover tunes, that's like how that Leo guy, Leo Marsucci or Marsoli, or he does all these all he does is cover tunes and makes them metal. Frog Leap Studios. And yeah, it's all cover tunes. So yeah, they get the licensing, they get everything done. And they pay out like when money comes in to the artist.
really?
Yeah. So the copyright people, the songwriters get it.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So yeah, be looking for that in the summer.
So no crust on this one.
No.
Well,
Zeppelin.
fucking
Get the fuck out of here.
90s. That's crust though too.
It is crust. That's how crusty
Like
you
30
are.
years
You went
old.
20 more years past that, you fucking crusty bastard. Fucking Zeppelin communication.
Turn it up.
What's that got? Fucking 2 chords in. Da, 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 da. And I would, well, actually, covering that, I wouldn't fucking do it with that old crusty fucking tone. It's a modern high gain fucking on that bitch, yo.
Well, yeah, you can mix it up there.
Yeah.
Bring it to the
These
bring
go
it
to 11.
future.
I'm going to take it to 11.
Motherfuck.
All right. So, you ready for news?
Yeah, let's do news.
Let's see. All right.
Music news.
So, what do you got for the last 2 weeks, or actually 3?
3 weeks, yeah.
In the music news.
Well, I started last week, but this story kind of keeps going.
yeah.
As that new tour, the big stadium tour with Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, and those guys.
Yeah.
They start off the first show. I guess Tommy Lee came out and they played like 3 songs.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he got up and he made this speech about how he couldn't go on because he broke some of his ribs. So
Yeah.
everybody was waiting for Vince Neil to fall off the stage. And it was Tommy Lee that fucked it up. But well, they had it in the works already because he had his backup drummer, a buddy of theirs,
Yeah.
that was taking over. So every night I hear from what he explained is he's going to come out, he try to play a couple songs at least, and then once it starts hurting, then he'll have his buddy step in and fill in on the drums.
Oh, okay. All I saw was that he's throwing ribs out into the audience. It's like, as
so
like
now,
a joke.
yeah, since the original story, now it's come out, yeah, he's throwing ribs now as a joke.
So
And there was something else.
PETA hasn't come out against him throwing ribs into the audience.
Nah, it's when he bites the head off a bat. That's
Yeah.
when they come out. And yeah, so there was, but I think it wasn't what I read. It was a follow up on a video on YouTube, and I forget where. I should have bookmarked it. Following up, and then because Ricky Rocket came out now, they interviewed him,
Yeah.
He's the drummer for Poison. So he came out just supporting Tommy Lee. He's a great guy. He really wants to do this. He's giving it his all. Basically, that was what the interview was.
Yeah.
He's kissing his ass.
Yeah.
And just backing him up.
Because it's who is that? It's Molly Crew, Poison, Joan Jett, and Def Leppard.
Def Leppard, yeah. Def Leppard and Molly Crew alternate
the headlining.
on headlining, and then Poison's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
So Joan Jett comes, and then there's I think 2 like newer acts that they have. On
Yeah,
the beginning.
just open. Yeah,
Yeah,
before
that
the main
just
show.
opened. And I caught some of it because on one of the YouTube videos that came on my feed was like a 30-minute clip of the whole show.
Yeah.
But it just basically had some highlights of the big three, the Def Leppard, Molly Crew, and Poison.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel real old when I was watching that because those dudes are all old
The
as ass
hell
now.
old. They're hell old.
You know,
Mick
but they're out
Mars is
there
a fucking
like they're-
skeleton. They got him fucking posted up with fucking.
15 hamburgers.
He's got a
fucking-
stand and shit, and they're holding him up. He just plays.
It's like
Dude.
a South Park episode.
And that Phil Collins, man, that dude put a fucking shirt on, Grandpa. What the fuck, dude? That dude loves taking his shirt off. I know you're like 70 and you look good for 70, but it's still kind of gross. It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
gross,
Not-
man. We have fed,
So-
yeah. Ugh. But
Yeah, so I watched. It was like half hour this clip, and then give you some highlights. But I was like, I'm glad I don't go to those shows no more.
no. Hey,
And then they show like the audience. So it's a bunch of guys like us.
Yeah.
They grew up with them, so they're like, yeah, and they're like out there trying to like party
Yeah,
still.
living
I was
it
like,
up.
you guys look like fucking idiots out there.
dude, I've been waiting for years for this concert.
yeah. Oh.
We're gonna get crazy. I might
Yeah.
even get some marijuana like the old days.
They got their cards out and
I'm gonna
shit.
smoke a joint in the parking lot, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna pee in the sink and shit like the old days.
Yeah. Kids are off at college. Me and the wife are gonna get crazy. She's gonna get me head in the car. Fuck, it's gonna get crazy.
And these dudes are out there dressed like they used to, in the 80s, and they're all fucking, like the audience guys I'm talking about. And then, because the camera pans them, and they're all like wrinkly and shit now. It's like, come on. Oh.
Looks like Night of the Living Dead in the audience. Fucking arms are falling off. Yeah. Well, it sucks getting old. First story I got, this one amused me. Tracy Guns played a show while taking a shit.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
No, not really. But he played a show in the bathroom. The whole show, he was in the. I guess it said that he gets panic attacks from heat, and I guess when it's excessive heat, he can't go out and play. So he wasn't gonna play, and they're like, "Well, dude, you got to play because this is gonna be. We're gonna be missing a guitar. One guitar." And the bass player saved day. He goes, look, we can the offstage bathroom has air conditioning. We'll put you in there. And there's a picture. You go on Loudwire. There's a picture of the bathroom with his headrush floorboard on the ground, a couple monitors in there, his shit plugged in the wall. Yeah, he fucking. I just pictured the dude he must have the runs or something.
Yeah.
He fucking. He took a shit while playing. Nah, so yeah, he played in the bathroom. It's kind of corny, but speaking of getting old, that's the kind of shit you do when you get old.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I missed that story. Fuck, that's a good
yeah,
one.
it's in there, and there's pictures of the bathroom with his
Of the
setup, with his setup, the freaking monitors and shit.
Brings a new meaning to brown M&Ms.
Yeah. By the way, we got 9 minutes, so we've got to restart.
Oh, yeah.
Janky
We got the
bullshit.
Warning.
So
And then we hope it restarts like it's recording now.
yeah,
Something
nah,
goes
that'll
out
be
again,
something
that would be
else. But okay, so what's your second one?
fun. Staying on the old shit. Ozzy got out of the hospital.
Yeah.
He had his surgery. And so since then, now he's just recovering at home. So he's been out now like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because originally he got out that week. We were supposed to come back and do the podcast, but
Well, adding to Ozzy, I had yesterday they released his new track from his new album, and featuring Jeff Beck. I listened to it. It's like it sounds like Ozzy, and people on there were like, "What'd they do to Ozzy's voice?" Like it sounds like fucking Ozzy. But they made him sound like Ozzy. I don't know what this guy was talking about.
Yeah, I heard that one.
But it's like, you know what? Like we brought up in the past, they're still doing that shit. Like the album comes out what?
In
September 9th is the album's gonna come out. So they release a single now. It's like by the time September 9th, that's like fucking eons from now.
Yeah.
People have no attention span anymore. They're not going to remember you're coming out with a new album in September because you released something in June. It's like, okay, yeah. So,
Yeah, they're just stuck in that whole old world of how they used to do shit.
I mean, unless he's going to drop a song every month because you can figure
and
another couple
Megadeth
songs.
just did that shit too with their
Megadeth just did that too. They released it on Thursday. They released a song.
They released a song. I watched that video.
Yep.
It's Popeye.
The guy swims out and blows himself up. I just kept thinking of that with that episode. You kept calling him Popeye, and every time
fucking Popeye now.
every time they'd flash to him, because like he's kind of blurred, and then you see him, it's like fucking Popeye now. That's what
you see the kid is spinning right there.
I gotta get you, Joe.
Yeah, same thing with them. Their album comes out. See, We'll Be Back just came out. That's the single. Oh, and Steve DiGiorgio, he tracked the bass on that because this was before they added
The new guy,
James Lomenzo.
which is the old guy.
Yeah, well, because
It's like a fucking soap opera.
he played for him when Elfman quit. Elfman quit the first
Before.
time. Yeah. And then that album comes out in September. It's fucking dumb. September 2nd.
So they're releasing this shit.
Like, dude, nobody's gonna even pay attention at that point.
And then speaking of new, Machine Head put out another new track off that new album. They're doing the same shit too, and it's what was it called?
I think they
Unhollowed.
Oh,
And so I watched that one. That's on YouTube. I watched that one. I kind of liked it because it's. I would consider it like a ballad for them.
Yeah.
So it's a little different take than the way they've been writing shit lately. So I kind of liked it. But I don't know, they're just in that little room where they do that little show, that weekly. That's where the video is. They filmed it in there.
Oh,
so it's
did
just
they?
like yeah, so it's like pretty much. I mean, they have like cutaways and shit, but they're pretty much just in that room. And then what's that little dude? His bass player? That's
Jared,
like his
Jared.
Igor. It's like
Yeah.
his Igor, huh? Because he just fucking kisses his ass.
Oh yeah, that's his henchman. Well,
Yeah.
It's like when Phil and Dave quit. Jared was like, "Well, I quit too. You guys quit, then I quit." It's like, what's it? And then he's like, "Okay, no, I'm gonna stay." Like, what? What the fuck was that all about? Like, because everybody was doing it, he jumped on the bandwagon. Then Rob probably upped his pay. Dude, look, I need you to stay. Here's some pay. Or no, you're not allowed to quit. Okay, I'm not allowed to quit.
Okay, I'll stay.
I'll stay.
But that guy's in everything he does now. It's like, but he's like his little hands. Yeah.
Well, he's also the only guy that's out here with him. Because I think the guitar player's from like Europe, and I'm not sure where the drummer's from.
They got a new. I remember him saying because in one of the videos he puts out like the clips of what they're up to and shit.
Yeah.
But he's in that little room again. That's where I guess they record all the shit.
That's Shark Bite
recording.
Studios in Oakland. That's where Rob practices.
And so they were introducing the new drummer, and they're we're breaking in the new drummer, and he sounds good and shit. But I think he just phones in his clips or whatever too.
Yeah.
Because they're not set up no tour or nothing.
No, those guys aren't. Those guys don't live here. I think at best the one guy, but if he's a newer drummer than what they had when they went out on tour, then shit, I don't know. I know the guitar player comes from Europe, so
okay,
they're shipping people across the planet to play. That's how far he's got to go to get people. I guess.
to get guys. They're going over there to the Cliff Memorial.
Look, hey, you guys want to come out here?
You got a
Get
long
old
hair.
dive bar in fucking Concord, California.
That's probably what they're telling. We don't want to go out there to.
They're like, what? I came out of that hep hole.
I do not want to touch his ass.
Yeah, but I think you do. Come on out to touch his ass. So, last one I had was Hellfest in France. They built a big old Lemmy Kilmister statue and had his ashes enshrined in them. So
We had some of his ashes.
some of his ashes, yeah. So I guess they had a smaller statue there for him, and then they took it down to make this big giant one. This thing's huge, and then Mickey D and Phil Campbell were there, and they held up their glasses and said a toast to Lemmy. And yeah, if you ever go to France, go check it out. This big, giant, freaking Lemmy.
You can't miss him.
You can't miss it. He's shit for the freeway.
Bigger than the fucking Eiffel Tower.
It's fucking Eiffel Lemmy. That's what it is. It's a fucking tower of Lemmy. Hey, fuck you fuckers. Hey. Dude, I mean, like, I've been to the Rainbow, I think, 3 times. And dude, this is before Lemmy died. Dude, he really did. He was always at the fucking Rainbow. Bar and
Because
grill.
he lived around the corner.
He lived right around the corner where you could walk there. And 2 of the 3 times I went there, hey, there's Lemmy. Hey, there's Lemmy. Fuck, man. And now there's like a bronze
That's where they
statue
should
of
have put
him.
the statue for him.
They did. They have one
They
in
did?
there. Yeah. They have a bronze
not
Lemmy
the
statue.
giant size fucking.
No, that would have freaking,
They put him on
LA.
top of the building. Fucking-
LA and all the Hollywood freaks would have been all like, who's that guy, man? All those freaking Hollywood,
Fucking.
Lemmy is God. Who wins in a fight, Lemmy or God? Lemmy is God. Airheads quote. So that's what I had from the news.
That was the last one?
Yeah.
I got one more and then a short little kind of bite.
Well, we got like a minute. You want to?
You
Come
want
back to
let's
that
get
one?
the new. Let's get the new. We'll switch over.
All right, and let's go to your next one. What else you got?
Okay. All right. I got one more. Well, 1.5. You can learn to play like Metallica. I don't know if you've seen this one. Metallica's teamed up with musician.com.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically, they're all like an online guitar lessons.
Yeah, for learning.
So they're doing, I think, 4 songs of theirs, and then they have like some video introductions from the band.
Are they going to do Saint Anger? They're going to show you how to get that snare sound. Dong, dong, dong.
This is guitar.
Oh,
But they do have Lars says some shit about it, like one of the songs, and Robert. They get Robert in there too, like a short blip.
okay.
But yeah, it's basically Kirk and Hetfield talking about what they're showing you
Are you going to need to have a wah pedal?
with Kirk. Yeah,
You better buy your own wah pedal now, kids.
and but I watched. There was a guy that reviewed it on YouTube. Because he signed up to go get it, and then he was like reviewing it. He's a guitar teacher, but he's a big Metallica fan. So he goes, I wanted to see what it's like, and he says that this program, it's like, well, one, he couldn't get the videos of the guys explaining the shit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't play for him, so he thought, well, maybe there's something wrong with my Wi-Fi. But then he was checking other shit. He said, no, everything else was working.
Yeah.
So he went and clicked the actual video of the lesson, like for one of the songs, and he says he showed like a screenshot. It looks kind of like Guitar Player because it's like online.
Yeah.
So the screen scrolls and it has like the notes or the tab on it.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to follow along and hit the notes. And then I guess somehow you're connected to it. So it reads how good you do and then it like grades you.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that for because it misses a lot of shit,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
to teach that way. Because it's basically like a copy of Guitar Hero,
Yeah.
and he says so he doesn't really like that for teaching students, but it gets you. He says it's going to get a lot of guys motivated and wow, I can play like Metallica.
Yeah.
It'll get 'em into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the first song I ever learned on bass was Inner Sandman. So Metallica was the first one. They were in I think that month's Guitar Tab. So or
yeah.
Guitar World at the time. And Oh, yay. Well, check that out. What's the name of the thing?
Musician.com, like musician, but
musician. Yeah.
musician.com.
Oh, musician.
And then, so I went there. I was like, well, maybe I'll take some lessons.
Yeah.
And they got their base start is like $99.
Oh, shit.
To get into it.
Yeah.
And then they got like a family plan for like $350, and you can have like up to 4 people in like your group.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I'll pass.
Yeah,
you can just find the tab if you really want to learn one of those songs.
Or fuck it. We can do a show where I'm teaching you. And
Yeah, we
I'll
can do
show
that.
you how to do it. And then we'll just put it up like this, and who knows, maybe somebody else learns off it. And then we can start charging. We have 2 bros lessons. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Fuck it. I'll figure out what song you want to learn. I'll show you.
Prong.
Prong. Okay, we're going to do it then. All right.
That way
Hey.
I'll get the tone.
Hey, well, that's another thing, too. Film yourself while you're tracking that. And then that way, the video will be us filming as we track.
Okay.
Like, I'll film myself with the guitars. I'll film myself doing vocals and see if we can make a video out of it.
All right.
So,
I'll try my best. I got that little tripod, but I don't know how good it's going to come out.
or your phone, too. You can put that and then put your phone on.
Yeah.
And then just so you got different cameras going.
Yeah.
But just so you got footage, because we don't really have any footage for making videos in the future anyways. So, but you said there was like 1.5, so what's the other half?
Yeah, so the next one, get ready.
Uh-oh.
Talking about Megadeth earlier and Dave Ellison.
Yeah.
He's mourning the death of his cat.
Oh,
His cat
jeez.
died. You didn't see that story on there?
Yeah, I think I saw that like Wednesday or something. Meow.
What's that?
Meow.
Have your mouse on.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Oh, poor Dave Ellison. Well, tied in that was I kind of skipped over when we were talking about Dave Mustaine and the Megadeth lead. He says he's doing better now with dealing with David Ellison kicked out.
Because he probably killed his cat. That's why.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill your cat. He says, yeah, it's a lot better now. He's happier now. Well, that's good for Dave Mustaine. He feels better. Well, rest in peace,
I don't
Fluffy.
think he's ever going to be happy, that guy.
No.
He always says something comes up to him.
No, it's like, what are you happy because you kicked him out? It's like, it's your fucking band anyway. You kick anybody out. Anybody says anything to the king, off with your head.
Get off with your head. Hello, me. Welcome to me.
Popeye.
Yeah.
I swear. But yeah, so that was in my last little blip. I figured I'd throw that one in.
Yeah, well, that sucks. Anybody, you lose your
15
pet,
years,
it
that's a
sucks.
long time.
That's a long time. I'd love to have 15 years with my dogs. They don't usually live that long with dogs. Let's say the little ones, the boot dogs, live longer.
Yeah.
But all right, then let's go into Turn It Up, huh?
Yeah, we're ready for Turn It Up.
It's now time for Turn It
Up. Yeah, turn it up. So, like we said, and like displayed behind Joe's head there that he's blocking, you got to learn how to off center things when you put the background. I mean, that kind of works, but you just don't see the AC/DC.
I turn this way.
If you pick the picture ahead of time, I can shrink it, but then I can make the background that like reddish black glow behind you, but where you can see it. But anyways.
Well, I figured I could have got a picture of the band again,
Yeah.
like I've been doing. But this one is their logo is so iconic. I just figured out.
Yeah. And then you'll just sit in front of it.
Yeah, I'll just block it with my fat ass.
So, okay, so what we do for people that don't know or haven't heard this before, we pick each week, each show, we alternate. Either Joe picks a band or I pick a band. He picked AC/DC, so that I ask him 3 trivia questions about that band, and let's see how he does. So, yeah, you might be meowing. Let's get ready with this fucking buzzer, because boo. See, how did Angus and Malcolm come up with the name AC/DC?
I remember hearing this long fucking time ago, but since I can't remember my ATM, I can No, it's something about, wasn't it a vacuum cleaner? Had something to do with it?
Close. It was their sister's sewing machine. On the back of it, it says AC/DC and the little placard for the electronics.
Yeah, I thought it was the vacuum cleaner that they got that off of.
Yeah, and then you know what? Another piece of trivia, because I was watching a documentary on them today and reading their Wikipedia and stuff. That vacuum cleaner, man, they should put that like in a museum because not the vacuum cleaner. You got me saying vacuum cleaner. That sewing machine, because then the sister got the idea to, hey, Angus, you should dress like a schoolboy, and she used that sewing machine to make him his first outfit,
his uniform.
So that sewing machine is iconic with AC/DC, man.
Damn. Yeah, that should be in their Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
they should put that on stage with them when they go out there.
Hey, all hail the freaking sewing machine! Yeah, what the fuck? These guys talking about a sewing machine?
And little Angus could go out there riding it like Halford rides the fucking Harley on stage,
like a little fucking garden gnome.
Yeah, fun to show.
Next question. I say, this is for you since you're a drummer. I don't want to ask you too many guitar questions. So, what year did Phil Rudd join the band?
70.
Hey, no cheating. You're looking on Wikipedia, dick. He's over here cheating. What the fuck is this shit? No. No, let's do the math.
Oh, press the wrong button.
It's story time.
All right, everybody, gather around. It's story time.
No, it's actually not story time. Fucking somebody's over there hitting shit.
Let's turn it up.
You can't touch me. You're not man enough. I eat your ass on alive, you bitch.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what people are thinking right now. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with these tards? So, no, 75. You were off by 1 year. And let's see. What was the first album that Brian Johnson sang on?
Oh, Back in Black.
There you go. All right, you got one. Let's see. There. You got 1 out of 3. That's not good. All right, so
Motherfucker.
And I picked the band too. Fuck.
yeah.
Well, I was close on the front end, like half of it. I knew it was an appliance. It was like
Joe just fucking made a big stinky. So what got you into, what's your background in AC/DC? Did you tour with Zeal down the boulevard?
I'm sure we did. See, you tell me don't bring that shit up, and then you
no, it's just a joke. It's a running joke.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we had many of cruises with ACD. No, the first song that I learned all the way through, was an ACD song, Power off of Power Rage. Give Me a Bullet.
Oh, give me a bullet to bite on. Yeah,
and that was back. That guy, I would jam with different songs, right? Oh, I'll play this song that. And I never learned any of them all the way through. Like I just piece here and okay,
I learned the little sections, and you're like, oh, that's good. That's the part I want.
So this was one because remember Dave? We talked about Dave before. Gonzo. He had told me one day, "Why don't you just learn one song all the way through so you know it?" And then I thought, okay. And then because like he had suggested like ZZ Top. Like get a ZZ Top. And for some reason I had that AC/DC because it was a cassette.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let me hear. And so I played some of the songs on there.
Oh, is that one you stole from me too?
I didn't steal that one from me, did I?
No, I don't remember because I don't know what happened to my tape.
I don't know. I don't remember how I got it.
That was the first cassette tape I got because for Christmas.
Power Rage? You didn't get Power Rage.
Yeah. No, it was. Mom and Pop, we were living in those apartments and down at the end of Redwood Road, and they bought me a little boom box with a tape player in it, and Pop picked that tape out, and it was Power Rage. That was the very first cassette tape I ever had. I'm sure it ended up in your hands.
I wondered if I did get it from you.
Yeah, you probably did. That was probably my tape. Once again, the thievery that goes on here.
So
this fucking guy.
The fucking kid.
That fucking kid. Could get a sound
You
bite.
better
Mom.
now I can hear Mom. You better get that fucking tape back.
I have old recordings of her. I wonder if she says at any point, "Oh, that fucking kid." That would be fucking great.
Fuck.
So
anyway, yeah. So that one I learned. I took about from what I remember, and I can't remember that much, about a month. And like I just sat there. Well, first what I did, learn the lyrics, because for me, the easiest way to like kind of learn the song is to first learn the lyrics, because then most people will sing the lyric, sing along, whatever.
that's what, yeah.
And then that gets you to the different parts of chorus, verse, all that. And then I broke it down. I started counting it, and I sat there with paper and pen, and counted it all out, all the bars, and then I started practicing it. and it's a relatively easy song,
Yeah, but it's a good for anybody that's starting out and learning songs. It's a good exercise. Basically, go your verse, count how many bars for your verse, and you usually go like V1, 8 bars, 16 bars, and they're usually like that. Especially AC/DC, it's going to be like 4, 8, or 12. They're never going to be 7 bars or 3 bars of anything.
Yeah, like oddball.
Yeah, it's going to be that 4 and change, or 4 and a fill and back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do that and learn that song. And it's a good band to start with, because they're just rock and roll. They're a good rock and roll band.
And then one thing I found out about it that I didn't know, but when I was way back, I found out about it, is that Angus, his fucking first love was the blues. Yeah. So you would think, well, he's a rock guy, but no, he loves the blues. And I mean, you go back and listen to like the early shit. There's a lot of blues in there.
But they are blues. That's, I mean, they get
that's like dirty blues. Yeah,
they get lumped into heavy metal, but actually, like when you think about it, they're not. They're just rock and roll and blues.
Yeah.
All his solos, it's all pentatonic. It's all blues.
Yeah.
So, and like like what do they have that song "Ride On"? That's fucking blues.
That's
"Ride On." Don't. It says 12-bar blues right there. Yeah, it definitely was a big influence. Those guys, and then I think
because they put Hell in their shit.
Yeah,
like that one cover, Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell.
Hell's
Back
Bells,
in Black and kind of Hell's Bells. Yeah,
that's what I think kind of gave them the bad boy kind of.
Yeah,
because back then it was a lot of that was new. So
yeah, there wasn't a lot of big mainstream artists talking about the devil and hell, but these guys were just kind of savages and partiers. And I remember earlier today you asked me, hey, are they Australian or are they Scottish?
That was the other thing, because this was before YouTube and shit. So it's like you couldn't just go look them up,
Yeah.
So, but like I had heard different stories throughout the years, and like some of the first I heard they were Australians. I was like, oh, wow, I thought they were like English or something. And then I heard, no, they're Scottish.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, what the fuck did they tell me that, I heard from the other guy that they're Australian. But then you said it right today.
Yeah, because and that's a habit that we have, because back in our day there was no internet. You couldn't just you would have to go get a magazine or book or something, or find old interviews, but you didn't have access to that shit just at your hands. So now it's like you go look it up. But yeah, they were the Young brothers. They moved to Australia when they were in 1963 when they were kids, and then but they moved from Scotland. And then years later they met Bon Scott, and he was an immigrant from Scotland. They were all born in Scotland.
Yeah.
But then they all moved to Australia, and so started the band down there. So I mean, they're kind of both, really. They have family ties in Scotland, but they're from Australia. So, but it's those guys. I remember back in school, like rap was kind of becoming real popular in the 80s. But even guys, you go to parties and rap guys and rock guys, you could always put on an AC/DC song, and everybody's like, yeah, that's cool. Fuck, turn that up. Yeah, It was always party music. Have a drink on me. Fuck. It's about drinking, dude, they're
classic.
They're just a classic party band. You want to have a good time, that's the music. So,
And then they had because Brian Johnson, his voice was given out, or he had throat cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, he had some problems
Or
with
he-
it. Oh, it was hearing. His hearing
was
was
it his
going
hearing?
deaf. Yeah.
And so Axel filled in for him a couple years back on one of their tours.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened with all that because yeah, he was having problems with his hearing, but he said he was still able to sing and everything. And they had Axel fill in, but this last album that they worked on, Brian Johnson was back.
Yeah, he's back.
So I don't know
And-
what the hell that was all about.
I thought, I don't know, because that's just, I guess rumor mills. I thought he had throat cancer or some shit because he couldn't sing. But you're saying that no, it was his hearing.
Because I've heard him on Eddie Trunk, and then I've watched other interviews, and yeah, he said he was having lots of hearing problems. Plus, not just from concerts, but he's a race car fan. He loves like fast cars, and you know those when you're at like a racetrack, that shit is loud.
Yeah.
And so working on engines and blah, 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 that shit just blows your ears out. And that plus constant touring and shit has done damage to his ears. But I guess he's better now. I don't know. Maybe they put some implants in or he's got a good hearing aid. I don't know. I mean, technology's getting better, so.
Yeah, but still, I've heard because like I work with machinery and shit, and they say when you lose your hearing, you don't get that back. Like you'll lose a percentage of it over time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like you can grow it back like a thumbnail or something.
Right now, I mean,
but yeah, you're right. I mean, they got all kinds of shit with technology.
New technology.
So
You can
maybe-
put these in-ear pieces in there, and boom, it amplifies it. And maybe the signal is just so weak, you don't hear it. But with an amplifier in your ear, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and he's singing now. So was that bullshit? I don't know. So.
Maybe they're gonna do a kiss.
Oh, and they're gonna get up there and lip sync, and they're gonna just fucking. Did you hear that fucker got caught lip syncing?
Who?
Paul Stanley. It's fucking shit. I saw. Was that like? Maybe that was like 2-3 weeks ago. There was some video of him fucking lip syncing. Yeah, he's up there. His mouth isn't even near the mic, and there's vocals coming out. It's
shit.
because that dude can't sing no more. There's recordings of him blowing notes and not being able to sing. So yeah, those guys are all up there faking it. Yeah.
Hooah!
Yeah. You got anything else, or that's it? I guess.
I try to remember my PIN number.
Hey, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I wanted to explain that. Yeah, the first song that I ever learned all the way through. And no, they were a big influence though overall.
Oh yeah.
And then they had for a while they had Kenny Aronoff, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh yeah. On drums.
Because I had a drum teacher. That one, I forgot his fucking name. The one that used to hang out at the Valley Inn.
Rick?
Yeah. Oh, Rick, that's his name. And he said he took some lessons from Kenny Aronoff.
Really? That dude?
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't like see them all, but he took like a couple lessons from him.
And then you took lessons from him. See, we're like the Forrest Gump of fucking heavy metal.
We're like the Kevin Bacons.
Yeah, we kind of come around just on the outskirts of it, meet people here and there. Yeah.
So when he told me that, my drum teacher, wasn't, I guess, for what I took lessons for about a month from him, but yeah, he explained that, and I was like, oh, the drummer he was originally from John Cougar.
Yeah,
that's who he drummed for originally.
Hey,
so that's when I was like,
John
oh,
Mellencamp. Damn it, get it right. Kruger is fucking. The record company made him put that in there. He's like, what the fuck is that? No, you're gonna be John Cougar Mellencamp. What? Now he's just John Mellencamp, if anybody looks him up. Yeah, that dude, Kenny Aronoff, there's a pretty cool documentary. You can see it on Tubi, which is free. And it's called Hired Guns. And then it's basically all the different, musicians, drummers, guitar players that get hired into bands to play. And Kenny Aronoff's in there, does a lot of interviews and commentary.
Yeah, he does he's got a studio in LA.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of seminars now, where they hire him to come talk or do like a demonstration, whatever.
Yeah.
So he does that, but plus he just fills in for everybody, and you could actually hire him
Yeah.
to fill in for one of your songs. Yeah, you send him your tracks, and then he writes some drums for it.
Shit.
I mean,
wonder what his
I don't
rate
know.
is. Maybe I'll go play with Kenny Arnoff.
It's just
How much that motherfucker charge? I'll save him some money.
look him up, Kenny Arnoff. It's on his website.
It'll
he
be
said,
like,
and
dude, play tonight. But I'll be like featuring Kenny Arnoff. I'll fucking use that shit. I'm paying for it. Might as well use it to advertise.
So,
Kenny Arnoff, fucking, we're gonna do the Horde. All right, whatever.
so
Well, all right. That's everything for this week. Can you tell everybody where, I guess, for the 4 people where to share our links and
shout out to our little cousins Corey and Samantha. Samantha called me on Father's Day, or not call me, but text me, wishing me Happy Father's Day. I hadn't heard from her in years.
oh, that's nice.
And she said she loves a podcast. So I was like, oh, I didn't know she listened. But I know Corey does, and so I guess now she does. So I guess they're listening, our families. So that's cool.
Well, thanks for listening. Spread the word. So we just got family members. So see, that's it. It's like, cool. I'm glad you guys like it. So the link should all be below, right?
Yeah, we'll put them in the show notes here so you can see them.
Yeah.
2 Bros, the number 2 Bros, BROS, and then music, all one word.
Yeah.
.com. That's the main website. And then all the links to like our Instagram and everything, that'll be down in the show notes.
Yeah, so check it out. Spread the word. We got to just keep gaining one show at a time. If
We'll
we
be
can,
working on a cover.
and we're working on a cover. Prong, snap your fingers.
Yeah.
So snap your fingers, snap your neck, or is it just snap your fingers? I forget.
Snap your
But that'll be coming
the
too.
song is Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck. So I think it's Snap Your Fingers.
I think it's snap your
Try it.
fingers. But anyways, look for that. We plan to have 2 new songs by Labor Day, and that'll be one of them. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll see how this debacle, we blow this one up. All right, everybody. That's been 2 Bros Podcast. See you next time.
Next time. Later.
Bye.